and I cried till 4:10, till I could cry my tears no more. Tell me, my love, please tell me, my love.
The thing I can remember as a child that hit me musically was listening to Jimi Hendrix single Voodoo Child, which is just the energy really that hit me. Nothing, this is, it's not really beautiful is the word, it sounds more evil actually, but it hit me somewhere in my heart, like, you know, and it made a big impression obviously, because after that I got a guitar and I've never stopped since. But it was a poor family, Irish immigrant family, so it was just the pop music of the day, like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, stuff like they were the big influences on me musically, and still are, having, you know, expanded, listened to all sorts of classical music around the world. It's still really that music that I think is great music, that English pop music of the 1960s, like, you know, and American music. Fairy. I'll play a bit if you want.
Yes, please.
Excuse me? Tchaikovsky. Etc. And that was just sort of listening to the orchestra and thinking, I could do that on guitar, and just doing it. And really, that's when the repertoire started, and ever since then I've been just taking classical things I like. And that got intensified when I started busking, playing on the street. When I first started, 1975, when I was 15 was the first time. It was illegal then, it wasn't like it is now, so you'd be being chased around by the police all the time. Younger, I was very left-wing. I was sort of conned really. I was actually a member of the Workers' Revolutionary Party when I was 15. They went around recruiting, but it was all nonsense really. They were all middle-class political students who had come down to London, but all had their big rich houses with their parents owned, and when it really got, you know, all of a sudden they weren't interested anymore, they could just run back to their parents. The rest of us were actually living in the things they were fighting against. So. But no, since then I'm very, very cynical about politics.
I am a clone in the underground. Clone from the underground, yeah? And the people like the clone. This job is good. It's good for me. And the music is lovely. And the first time I was a kitchen porter and the porter job after I start the music in the underground. Because my country 31 years ago start the music, and the basking I start 50 25 years ago. On Budapest, no, on Budapest, my country. And here I start 2 years ago. Somebody have a clone phobia, and this clone phobia only one day, two, 3% is not too much, and the clone phobia no good for me because some people is turn the left, turn the right, and don't look me. And this grandfather was here 60 years ago in the Second War, and he was a clone, and he's singing here sometime, yeah. And he is working on the underground because he was a builder. My father was an inspector in the trains. Yeah, and before I come in here, my job was the same. My country is some big problem because no job, no money.
A necessity, really. 15, living in Thatcher's Britain, very similar to what it is now. A recession had just hit, there was no jobs, like, you know, so. And being musical, and it was a different world from today, you know. You had, when I was 15, it was probably still in the days of you had 4 big record companies, and 95% of all record sales in Britain were through Woolworths, through one shop. And so it was, you know, it wasn't like you couldn't post up on YouTube or anything like that. It was very hard to break into the music industry, like, you know, very difficult, like, you know. The thing about busking is it's very immediate. You just pick up your guitar, there's no agents, there's no one to pay, there's no tickets. You play, if people like it, they'll give you money. If they don't, they'll ignore you, like, you know, or give you abuse.
No important the money, important the feeling, the good feeling, and the good feeling is better.
If you're playing music, entertainment, as an entertainment, if you're playing live, you know, youth and what people want to see, it's a visual thing. They don't want to see old people on stage, really, generally speaking. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't pass an audition on the X Factor. I find love's a funny thing. When you look back at it, you think, what was all that madness about? Because it's sort of chemical love, you know, something happens in your body, you know, your glands secrete your hormones, like, you know, and that's not really a real thing, you know. It's nice when you're in there and painful, and I've been in love many times, like, you know, with many girls. I mean, being a musician, you sort of, when you were younger, it's a great, you know, it's a good way to meet women.
My family leaving my country, and I am here leaving my girlfriend. No, this is my life.
I think it's good to really, you know, at a young age to realise what you need to do to survive in the world. You know, sometimes kids stay too long, maybe, you know. Like I say, it's just different systems, and no regrets. I'm glad I moved out. But there was no bad feeling, you know, it's never been like that.